For today's Cyber CEO episode,
it's taken so much off of our plate. The cool thing is about since it's taking stuff off the plate and then we're adding more to the plate. So it's kind of like a win-win. It has freed up time for us. With Seth being a part of the team, we were able to bring on 3 new agents. So she helped us develop the training portal for the agents, videos, and all the things that she had to watch to kind of get ready. That's helped leverage us growing the team, bringing on 3 new agents, after Seth has been on the team. And then the other thing was her helping me build out 𝗔𝗰𝗋𝗶𝗹 University. So she helped us with social media and posting and collaborating posts, different things like that. It has freed up time for us to focus on other things. And then I also am at a point where I don't worry about certain things because now that I know that I've given it success. So I'm focusing on the things that I need to focus on versus the nitty gritty of the back end where, I've kind of pushed that off to her and my, the rest of the team to where I'm focusing on the main things right now.
welcome to Cyber CEO, wherein we talk about how our cyberbackers helped our cyber CEOs take their businesses to the next level. Cyber CEO is powered by Cyberbacker, the world's leading provider of admin support services from anywhere in the world to anyone in the world. Please visit our website www.cyberbacker.com for more details. Another great day here at Cyberbacker. My name is Jello. We're back with another episode of Cyber CEO. And of course, we have a very special guest on the show. Janay, how are you doing today?
I'm good. How are you?
Doing wonderful. Thank you very much for asking and for being on the show. I know you have a lot of things to do. Really appreciate this. Now, what we wanted to do was just to, of course, talk to you more about your experience with virtual leverage and with Cyberbacker. But before we head on to that, I need your help here real quick.
Sure.
Can you tell us something about yourself and what you do, Janay?
Okay, so I am a real estate agent in the local Orlando area. I'm also a broker associate, and I have a team of 7 currently.
Wow. So how long have you been doing real estate?
I've been in real estate about 6 years now.
6 years, okay.
Yeah, 6 years now, and then 3 years with the team.
Okay. So a lot of experience right there in real estate. How about working with people who are virtual, team members who are virtual, just like what you're doing with Cyberbacker? Is this a first?
Yes.
First go.
So this was technically my first, I would say. I've tried a few other companies, but this is obviously my Cyberbacker is the longest I've ever had. We're actually going on a year now of working together. So, so my first official stock like is what I would call it.
Okay. So was it a big transition for you though? Was it a big change? I mean, because I know in real estate, we're all kind of used to working with people that we meet most of the time. Right now, after the pandemic, everything's gone virtual. So was it a big change for you personally?
No, not necessarily. Our Cyberbacker says she mainly does things that are behind the scenes. So, our backend systems, our automations, different things with follow-up via text or via email. So technically it wasn't a huge transition. It was just more so things that required me to be in a computer, we kind of offset. So it was an easy transition for me personally.
So easy transition right there. Now, how about Cyberbacker? How did Cyberbacker get into the picture? How did you find out about the company?
I believe it was I was at an event, like a local realtor event, and I heard about Cyberbacker. And I also see it on different Facebook groups that I'm a part of a lot of people that I know that are real estate agents that use Cyberbacker. So it's kind of mixed. I kept hearing the name, and then one day I was like, you know what, let me just reach out. I'm in need of a virtual. So kind of different places I've heard about Cyberbacker.
Okay, so a lot of different places. Now, talk to me more about your Cyberbacker. Then almost a year now in the partnership. What's it like working with her every day?
So our Cyberbacker is amazing. I really like that when we did our, when we went through the process with Cyberbacker, I've looked at other companies. One thing that I like about what Cyberbacker does was the rapid fire interviews. So we did our rapid fire interviews, and I think we only got through maybe 3 people, and we were like, okay, no, she's the one. So we ended up moving forward with Seth. But the process has been amazing. I think the difference that, entrepreneurs and leaders have to understand when hiring is that you also have to make them feel comfortable, like they're part of the business. And I think that was something that we did different with our Cyberbacker, to just let her know, like, hey, you're part of the team. We need your opinion sometimes. I don't always want to think about things. Like, I need you to to be able to think without us, basically. And I think by giving her that comfortability to be a part of the team has allowed our relationship to build and grow.
Gosh. So almost a year, the partnership, the way you talk about it seems like you've been working for more than that, even more than just a year. So you also mentioned earlier, you just spoke to three other cyberbackers, and then you made the decision that 𝗙𝗃 was the one. What was it about her that you really liked during that whole interview process?
When it was her background, she came from a background of working in the library. So I feel like with the organizational skills and everything that we needed, she would have that, obviously working in the library. So that was number one. She came with an extensive list of training that she did through Cyberbacker previously. So between Facebook ads, marketing, social media, those are all things that we needed. So that would probably be the main thing. And she was honest and upfront. Right. She was like, I'm looking for someone to grow with. I want a team or, someone that I can grow with and stay with. I don't want to have to keep switching, different people to work with. So I think because she said that was important to us because we don't want to keep hiring either. Right. So we were happy that she was looking for a place to call home and like a team to like feel a part of, I would say.
There we go. Who wouldn't want that? A team to be a part of. Now you found your perfect cyberbacker right there. Now, more about 𝗙𝗃, then talk to me about tasks. How does she help the team? How does she help the business?
So 𝗙𝗃 does a lot. Strangely enough, we kind of look at some of the things that we give her and we're like, are you good? Are you okay? Can we do a pulse check? So 𝗙𝗃 has a unique position. So when she first started, she was helping with the team, which is JT Home Group side. And she kind of just helped with like, showings, scheduling, different things in the back end, helping us, fix our database, different things like that. Then I started a real estate school called JT University.
Wow.
And then 𝗙𝗃 became my official manager for JT University as the point of contact to help me build and grow, handle the emails, handling, our Facebook group, handling the courses that we had. We used 𝗙𝗃𝗋𝗋 to do group coaching and one-on-one coaching. So she helped me develop that plan. So she basically has two roles. She assists the team side on the real estate, and she also assists on JT University side.
Wow.
So she has two roles working with us.
Gosh, so basically just almost everywhere then in the business now. Both businesses, I mean. Right?
Well, yeah. So yes and no. I just started another business that 𝗙𝗃 is not a part of, but we feel like it would be overwhelming. So we're not adding her to that business right now. So we're just sticking to JT Home Group and JT University are the two businesses at this moment that she is a part of. Yes.
As of now. But there are still a lot of growth right there between you and your cyberbacker. Now, I'm quite
100%.
curious about the partnership, though. Again, as I mentioned earlier, just seems like you've been working for more than years now. The way you talk about her, the way you describe her. How did it get to this point? It really seems easy to work with someone who's virtual, right? But how did you and 𝗙𝗃 do it?
I think the biggest thing is just letting her know that she's a part of the team, allowing her to make decisions. The reason why I feel like I leverage and hire people is because I don't want to think about the things that I'm hiring you for. Right. So if I'm giving it off, I really want to give it off. So I think the biggest thing is making her feel a part of the team, allowing her, time to make decisions on, maybe me and the team's brains are fried. And we're like, all right, 𝗙𝗃, what do you think? Give us your opinion. And so that, I think just having her a part of it changes the trajectory. I would also say that sometimes people think I got to have everything together before hiring. And I think that bringing on that system is how you build it out. So I think that actually her being hands-on and building out certain things allows her to also be a part of like the success and like wanting to see it grow and being excited about it being grown because she had a hand on developing it in a sense. So I would, and also our training, right? So I did have to have some things lined up for her to either watch videos to say, hey, this is how we do this. I feel like if you're going to hire, you have to have at least a little bit of training so they have direction in the sense of what the expectations are, where you want them to go. So I think our training library helps us a lot to where she will watch a video, kind of do it on her own, and then she would come to us for feedback versus me taking time out of my schedule to say, hey, let's sit down and do it. We already got videos that are saved to say, hey, I want you to create an email marketing campaign. This is a video of me doing it 2 months ago. Use this template and then create something and send it to me. So I think that kind of helped too, just having like a training portal for her to use as well.
I think that's a great suggestion for any for any business owner out there looking into adding virtual leverage into their business. I think having that virtual library, training videos, I think that's crucial because you can maybe sit down and talk to your cyberbacker during the beginning, but after that, there could be questions and they can just refer back to those videos anyway, right? I think that's a good way to save time and again, to help your cyberbackers too, right?
And I think that's another thing that Sis mentioned is like, she can pause and stop the videos versus me trying to teach her and I'm like going 1,000 miles per hour. It's more so like, okay, go watch the video, pause it, write down notes, pause it, rewatch it. And that also helps her to like, I feel like learn and capture things more with having that ability to stop and, play and stop it for sure.
100% agree with you there. Now, another thing that's crucial in a virtual partnership, communication, right? How did you establish great communication with your cyberbacker?
Okay, so we have a lot of ways that we do that. So one way is WhatsApp. So we have about 3 different chats going on with WhatsApp. We have a chat where it's just assistants. So myself, Seth, and I have another in-person assistant. So it's us 3 in one chat. Then we have our team chat, which is us and all the agents mixed in. Then we have another chat that is specifically for marketing. That includes myself, Seth, my other assistant, and then our social media manager. So based on what the task is or what needs help, we are communicating based on that appropriate WhatsApp group. The other thing that we're doing is we use a project management source. There are, obviously quite a few out there, but we use ClickUp. ClickUp is a game changer. If any business owner is not using it, it's similar to Trello, Asana, Monday, different things like that. But Seth has her own, section in ClickUp to where she's working on her tasks. So there's the breakdown of daily tasks, weekly tasks, monthly tasks, and then projects. So based on if there's something in 𝗙𝗃 University that I need to work on and we're doing a project that's not a quick task, we go back in there, we put checklists to say, hey, what's assigned to me, what's assigned to Seth, and we communicate on that board. So between WhatsApp, ClickUp, obviously email, but ClickUp is our main source of communication, project management, tasks and responsibilities, due dates, all that is inside of ClickUp.
So really a lot of modes of communication, and just to also strengthen that partnership you have with the person you're working with virtually, here, your cyberbacker, right? I think it's very important to establish that during the beginning too of the partnership, right? Now, also builds trust, of course, between you and your cyberbacker. Now, my next question is something about challenges. Of course, in any partnership, there could be challenges or any opportunities for growth that could come up. So have there been any challenges working with your cyberbacker so far?
Not necessarily. Well, I will say the only one is just the one we had, but it hasn't happened. Like I feel like in where Seth is located, they have storms of some sort, but that doesn't happen often. And that's probably happened like 1 or twice. But I would say that's the only challenge on the cyberbacker side. I would say on our personal side, working with the cyberbacker was us being able to slow down and train and teach, make sure things are being done correctly, and being able to inspect what we're handing off. That is like a downfall. I mean, I feel like that's for any business owner, because once you hire someone, it's like you're moving on to the next thing. You're moving so fast. But I think we had to take a moment to kind of sit back in a business and say like, okay, how can we make sure that, Seth is doing the best that she needs to, but if she's not doing the best, is there something that we're not doing? And that's where we felt the gap, where we were moving too fast and maybe we weren't explaining things clearly, or we didn't set the expectation. And so we just had to sit down and kind of go back to the drawing board to say, how can we make sure that she's being the best assistant that she could be, making sure that we give her those tools to do so, right? Because I think we can have expectations where, we expect certain things, but if I didn't explain to Seth how to do something, I can't be mad or upset because I didn't explain it properly, or I didn't explain it in the right way to make her understand. So, we had to kind of look at that a little bit to say, like, let's look at ourselves as a team to see what can we do better to assist and make sure that she has everything that she needs to, because if we don't, then we realize that would be detriment to her success on the team, right? If we're not doing what we need to do. So I would say that would probably be a challenge we had to overcome for sure.
Of course. And I think key there is, again, going back to the communication. I think it's very important in any kind of challenge. Again, just communicating it very well, setting proper expectations as well to your cyberbacker too. Those are, I think, keys to solve any challenges in a virtual partnership. Now, talking about virtual partnership, one last question while I still have you here. You've been working with your cyberbacker for almost a year. what's been the biggest impact of working with Cyberbacker, of working with 𝗙cie so far?
It's taken so much off of our plate. And the cool thing is about 𝗙cie is taking stuff off the plate and then we're adding more to the plate. So it's kind of like a win-win, win-lose at the same time. But I would say it has freed up time, one, for us to, so with 𝗙cie being a part of the team, we were able to bring on 3 new agents. So she helped us develop the training portal for the agents, videos, and all the things that she had to watch to kind of get ready. So being that she had experience with it, so I would say that that's helped leverage us growing the team, bringing on 3 new agents, after 𝗙cie has been on the team. Wow. And then the other thing was her helping me build out 𝗔𝗰𝗰𝗶𝗹 University. So we did 2 sessions of group coaching. And then we had about maybe 15 to 20 students in each one. So I only do that twice a year, but 𝗙cie being like my main point of contact to manage the Facebook, manage any inquiries that come in, helping me with promotional items, just different things like that. And then also being a part of our social media plan. So even though we have a social media manager, there's just certain things that require a bigger push on social media. So she helped us with social media and posting and collaborating posts, different things like that. So one, I would say it has freed up time for us to focus on other things. And then I also am at a point where I don't worry about certain things, because now that I know that I've given it to 𝗙cie to, for example, manage 𝗔𝗰𝗰𝗶𝗹 University, there's just certain things that I don't think about because she's handling it. So in the last cohort, when we had our last group coaching, all I had to do was just show up and teach. The workbooks were done, the online portal things were set up, and 𝗙cie had a major part in that. So I'm focusing on the things that I need to focus on versus the nitty gritty of the back end, where, I've kind of pushed that off to her and the rest of the team, to where I'm focusing on the main things right now, if that makes sense.
Of course, the things that matter most to the business, we're focusing your time and energy there. Now that you have 𝗙cie at helm, of course, to help out with the other stuff. Now, we've been talking about 𝗙cie for a while now, and I forgot to tell you she's going to be able to listen and watch this, of course. So before we end, would you want to give her a quick shout out or any message you'd like to give out to 𝗙cie?
Yeah. Hey, 𝗙cie. When you do see this, I just want to let you know that we appreciate you. We enjoy working with you. And we're just happy to have you part of the team. So yeah, we're locked in. So I'm just happy to have you part of the team and make you feel like, you're family to us. So yeah.
Now, we are very, very excited to seeing the continued success of this partnership. And of course, thank you very much for being on the show, Janay. I had fun talking to you today.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Thank you for listening to our daily dose of CyberCEO. Stay tuned to know more about how Cyberbacker creates a difference in this digital time and age. You can visit our website www.cyberbacker.com and follow our social media pages on Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, YouTube, and Spotify.